As firefighters around the country are still trying to save land and communities, we're getting some staggering numbers about the effects of these fires on communities, areas after the flames are put out. CBS News Shanelle Kaul has more on those studies. And Shanelle, what exactly have you learned from them?
Well, Mugo, this public health report was just released a few moments ago. It followed about 2,000 people to, better understand how the community there is healing and where more support is needed. Now, the top line from this report, Mugo, is that 2 years after those massive wildfires in Maui, many are still living with the emotional, the physical, and the social effects of that massive disaster. I want to show you some of the numbers here. They are staggering. 41% of adults who were surveyed here said their health was worse compared to the previous year. 74% say they have elevated hypertensive blood pressure. 50% reported depressive symptoms, and 26% reported moderate to severe anxiety. Now, when it comes to rebuilding their lives, we know this is a very long and difficult journey. 41% of adults surveyed said they are still living in temporary housing. 25% of those surveyed said they are still unemployed, Mugo. And despite these struggles, 61% though reported getting a lot of support from family and friends. So there's a bit of good news there. Now, when it comes to children, the study, Mugo, raised some really serious red flags about their emotional and physical well-being. I want to show you these numbers too. Over half of children surveyed ages 10 to 17 said that they screened positive for depression. 22% of those kids were in the severe range, and about 30% of those kids who were surveyed reported having anxiety symptoms, and nearly 45% still showing signs of PTSD. As for their physical health, we have some data about that too. 20%, Mugo, of children that were surveyed here reported having trouble breathing, and 1 in 3 children said they had high or elevated blood pressure. So again, while things seem to be improving on the ground, this data obviously suggesting that this will be a long and challenging road to recovery.
Yeah, those numbers, just intense listening to it as you list them over and over again. And it kind of lets you know that even once the cameras are gone, the news reporters are gone, that people out there are still feeling the effect of those fires. Wow. Shanelle Kaul, thank you so much for your reporting.